So, you guys have licked your non-existent, your wounds. You guys got a little burns jumping out of the car that was exploding.
I've got the first aid.
Should we actually take like a wound for?
For what? Jumping out of the car successfully?
Right.
Well, I could give you a blunt
Like a
damage,
scratch?
but it doesn't really matter. Sure, you got dazed, but
We got over
Star, with her medical knowledge, is able to apply a quick little bit of a stim to get you back on your feet. And so
you're like,
See, there we go.
It's surprisingly a little bit less effective on me than you would expect.
do you ask for a double?
Oh, can I get another hit, Star?
No, I'm gonna play my cards close to my chest.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give you a look.
You guys
I'm gonna keep
have seen Dr. Venture, right?
Yeah.
You remember the episode where the guy keeps trying to get himself shot with the tranquilizer?
Yeah.
It's like, please, can I have another one?
Okay,
So you continue driving. You continue driving
looking
along
for
to
where she might have been going.
Yeah, and you're along the
No.
yeah.
Before we drive off, we stop at the bodies and search them.
Good.
Because
So
we
you
want
are
to
gonna
we want to look at their guns to see if there's any way to identify where they're getting them from.
Okay. So
Also, we want to
that's a
take
good
their
idea.
guns.
And take their guns.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
go
right.
up there. Sure, you can add one RPG with 2 rockets to your arsenal, and there was 4 guys that you shot, right?
Yep.
Each of there are 2 automatic rifles remaining, each with 2 clips each. It seems as though the one guy that ran took off with 2 of the guns.
Okay. We also take the water.
Yes, they do have some water, they do have some basic rations, and they also have some ragged, dirty clothes. And you notice on
Take the ragged, dirty clothes.
No. This is
Is that an order, sir?
How are we gonna disguise ourselves as trash rats if we don't dress like the trash rats?
Listen, we're literally in piles of trash. I'm sure we can find some old H&M.
That is actually a convincing
among their equipment is like weird jury-rigged devices. A lot of them you don't recognize. They're like on the wrists, and it's like one looks like your time app on your kick.
Okay.
Except instead of just displaying the numbers,
like with the hands?
it shows lines to the numbers.
Oh, weird.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's very odd.
It's
but
like on his wrist.
yeah,
Wonky.
yeah.
I'm
On
most,
the opposite side of
foreign.
your kick, you would think that they would put it there, just like on your kick,
Yeah,
right?
so you can look at it easy,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's very
Can we
strange.
see if they have a kick?
They do not have kicks. Trash rats are unnumbered.
Oh, weird.
Some other things, some other
Scary.
devices like some weird goggles, some.
I take the goggles. Those are cool.
Yeah, sure. On the leader, the one that had the RPG, the one you were talking to,
Oh.
you see on his belt, is another weird device. On that device is a screen, an old LCD screen that when he fell probably cracked, and it's stuck on the current screen. The current screen shows some text that says, 4 heads heading to place the usual. And that's all you can make out from the screen, and
It doesn't say who it's from or...
you attempt the buttons, but
Right.
it's
Oh,
physical buttons, you don't know where they are, and it's also broken.
Alright, let's
So-
go with those anyway.
I think the usual means the usual deal for taking care of trespassers. Well, they must have a base.
Oh, the guns, by the way, now that you are close up, they're Freedom Incorporated.
Okay.
Of course.
Guns.
The trash
Yeah.
cans.
The only gun
Yeah.
company.
They are
in
strangely... Oh, there's multiple gun companies.
There are?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
surprise. It's the one industry that doesn't get monopolized.
There's a couple. Freedom Incorporated is a big one because you're in America. But if you want to get other guns, there is... Hold on, I have a list of them.
So-
I just got to
Boy, does he.
Oh, is there one? The People's Central Government Incorporated?
But there's Viking Arms, Freedom Incorporated, Sun Tzu Defenses, and G2 Weapon Systems. So yeah, that's what you can make out from it.
I get the
there's-
feeling from the message that they're like warned people ahead that we were coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
so
car
that means...
place. The buggies that go.
Well, maybe. Or there's a mole.
I'm also bothered by the fact that we now have to
they
fill out
saw us.
paperwork because we're not getting our deposit back for that other buggy.
No, we can basically just.
It's alright, Morrison has to fill out the paperwork. I don't do paperwork.
We dealt with them before. It's fine. Every time we always destroy the buggies that we commandeer for police purposes.
You haven't gone to Doug's Buggies That Go, and you don't often go to the Outlands. This is kind of an extreme case to go out there. Most of the crimes are done within the city walls.
Doug's just gonna have to suck it up.
Yeah. Unless there's anything you want to call out specifically, there's nothing that's just instantaneous as a clue among the bodies of the
Our
trash
main
rats.
thing was to see whether they had anything that would be specifically out of place. Like, oh my gosh, why is a trash rat holding on to like a number encoder or something? Something that would say, hey, somebody handed them this weird thing. It's like, oh, this is a fetus extractor or something like that.
No. The only unusual things, as I said, is some of the weird devices. The specific one that's a probably communication device of sorts, and the unusually clean guns.
Okay. What kind of
we look through
shoes
the
do
wrist
they have?
devices?
Boots.
Not of the same
Not
type.
those boots. No.
Cool.
What was your
We
question?
look through their wrist devices.
They don't have kicks, so they don't have wrist devices.
No.
Oh, those?
Those things that are strapped onto them.
Well, it's a large strap.
devices
It has
on
a
their
circular.
wrist.
I just want to make sure that you're
face.
actually trying to suggest that 100 years in the future, we've forgotten what analog watches look like. Which I find hard to accept.
You guys don't have them because you have kicks, and so
Well, wait, I'm pretty sure I saw
time.
this in like an old movie once or something.
Yeah, you might have seen.
That's what that is?
It's a watch.
Oh, okay.
I was being camping describing a watch.
It seems impossible that in this short time
I've
the
never heard
idea
of
of analog watches
What
has
is
been lost.
this?
Because remember, we still live in an existence
just
where
know
there's
what it
still
is.
a phone symbol on our icons so that people know we're connected to the internet.
Oh yeah.
So the thing is that
Okay.
iconography doesn't change that fast, even if the kids don't know what it is anymore.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I was just
like the
being-
floppy disk being the save symbol.
Yeah. So we
And people
still
are like,
have
look, it's the
analog
same
as
symbol.
symbols.
Yeah, like,
we just don't use
That's a
them.
floppy disk. We
Alright.
use those in elementary
I was
school.
just being silly.
No, that's fine. I understand.
Describing it.
Humans just don't adapt that quickly or evolve that quickly.
That is fair.
All right, so regardless, we're driving.
Yeah, so we move on.
Okay.
We
We are
take our
driving.
weapons under water because we don't know what's
We
going
have
to happen.
water.
Okay, so you eventually make it to the spot that you think is the Jenna's drop-off spot, and it's very
why do we
obvious.
think that?
Well, it's
'Cause
very
the GPS.
obvious.
Yeah, we
'cause you
coordinated.
get the GPS there. When
Oh,
you get
that's
there,
right,
you
we
come
had
to
coordinates. I forgot
you
that.
come to a cliff.
Ah.
And you step out of the car and you look over the cliff.
Jenna just came out here and Thelma and Louise did every
She's
month.
dropping her babies off.
Yeah.
Drove off a drove off
Just
a
be
cliff.
there.
You
Yeah.
look down.
She can't die.
and
She's
you
an immortal.
see-
It's obvious now.
You see hundreds of cans below you on the cliff.
Cans?
Beer cans.
Yeah, like
came out here to drink her
cans
sorrows
or like-
away.
Cans. It's hard to tell because it's about 50 feet down.
Right.
But they look to be about that tall and like that around.
So about the size of a fetus.
Okay,
Is this how recycling works in the future?
It's going to be hard to tell unless you get down there and
Okay,
find out.
so two things.
Yes.
Number one, because we are a special operations team, I'm guessing that we're not just standing there. We probably all got on our bellies and crawled over the edge and peeked over.
Yeah.
Because we're not the kind of people who goes,
Yeah.
hey, shoot us
I'm
from down
not-
there. We're just going to walk over here.
I'm not gonna just do that. You walk over, you fall.
Or
No,
they
no.
shoot us from
It's
their
a
hiding
it's a
spot.
pretty sturdy thing. You're looking around. You don't see any other trash rats.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
We're keeping our wits about us.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm gonna take out my binoculars
Okay.
and look down into.
You look
At
down
the base of the cliff.
at the base of the cliff where there's hundreds of these cans.
What kind of cans are they?
The metal cans, and there's a label. There's some labels on them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard to tell what that is without getting close. It's all smudged, it's all dirty, and
Is
some of
there-
the contents of the cans have been leaking out. It's a greenish liquid.
I look
Looking
to,
up
I,
and down the or looking along the cliff face, is there any obvious way down?
I look to my captain.
To be clear, this is kind of like
I
this
caught
is,
my rifle and I
this is
jumped out.
kind of this is kind of 50. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
I can jump 50
It's like
meters
it's like a
without harm.
chasm. It's like a
okay.
chasm, and the cliff is up. So
But
you
can
jump
you
down
jump back
50
up?
meters.
Is it 50
which
meters?
It's 50 feet.
It's 50 feet.
Oh.
I can jump 50
50
meters.
meters.
I thought it was like 300 feet.
Oh no.
How can
50
how can I not make it out with binoculars? What's on
just
the label?
Very dirty. The point I'm trying to
Oh,
bring
okay,
is
it's
that
dirty.
if you want to see the labels, you have to clean them off.
Okay.
It's
That
not
makes- that
that you
makes more
can't
sense.
make them out via seeing them. So you jump down, the thrill of air flying around you, and you
I love my job, sir.
Do you want to land on the cans? or
No,
land
I'm not a
next to them?
moron. If it
Okay.
explodes, it will turn me into a Cthulhu.
You land on it. And how do you imagine your fail safe? Is it just some sort of like special leg thing? Do you have parachutes coming out of your?
legs
No,
turn
parachutes
to
are
springs, right?
You
No,
got-
this is a what is it? It's a safe fall mod. It's
You have
basically
the
like
spring fruit.
no, they're just basically leg actuators.
Okay, cool. So
Just
you,
boom.
you just land.
Yep.
And
With one of those little cool little
the-
things that makes a little circle.
Yeah, and the actuator's activated, causing, and you just kind of like bounce up and down a little, but you're a-okay.
No, I land,
Alright.
bam.
Oh, okay.
It makes a little crack, a little circle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you do the fist down?
Yeah, like
Do you
No.
Thor.
do the Thor land?
No, I land with my gun up and my eyes on the horizon.
So there's nothing on the horizon. There's a couple of rats that move off, and
Not trash rats.
not
Well,
trash
they are
rats,
technically
actual
trash,
rats.
but they're trash rats.
But they
These are
do-
actual rats.
These are actual trash
Well,
rats.
One
You guys
of
were
them did
confusing the
seem
viewers.
bigger than normal.
I'm so confused.
Like Chicago style bigger than normal, or like as big as a like giant house cat normal.
Almost like a small house cat.
We're
Oh,
talking
okay, so that's
New
not
York
that big.
rats.
Yeah.
Our rats in Chicago are bigger than
You are
rats.
now closer to the
Okay.
cans. You would be able to see what the labels are, but you have
Yes.
to clean them off.
I will brush one off and immediately look.
It is food fresh cabbage made for you.
Ray, what is it?
It's food wait, stand by. I brush off a couple others.
It's other various cans by Food Fresh.
They're
Food
empty
Fresh,
or
Food
full?
Fresh potatoes.
They're all
Bread-
food fresh canisters labeled as food.
Let's see. What is
open or
Food Fresh
closed?
potatoes made for your food, made for your table?
They're all sealed.
They're sealed. Some are leaking, and they're
Do they have food in them?
The leaking seems from the leaking ones. Does it look like how food is stored, or is it like a green glowy goop?
Yeah.
It's a weird green goop. That's not how they're stored, because of course you've eaten Food Fresh.
Yes.
It's fresh
We've all
food.
eaten food fresh.
Well, I mean,
They
we
always,
all eat food
it's-
fresh.
it always comes
not
in cans.
fresh.
It's,
If it comes
pretty,
in
it's pretty
cans.
fresh.
I grab.
It does not seem like the storing agent that they normally use.
I grab 3 separate cans that are not leaking.
Okay.
I climb back up to my pairs.
Okay. You're probably able to climb.
I'm a tough
You're a
bastard.
tough bastard. You trained in the military. No need to roll.
Yep.
You reach up there with 3 cans. One of them's some cabbage. One's potatoes, and the other one, let's say, is onions.
And I immediately put them in front of Star and go, there you go.
All right, Star. It's time to analyze some cans of food.
I turn my back to my team and keep my eye on the horizon. I'm ready to
Does
shoot
one of us have a
anyone.
can opener?
I know how to open cans. I'm a domestic criminal.
You're gonna lock pick. You're gonna jimmy the lock of the can. So you pop it open, and
Okay.
a viscous green liquid pours out, and the smell causes all of your noses to turn.
Crime isn't worth it.
But that is not
Remember,
the
kids.
smell of rotten food. That's a kind of more of like a chemical smell.
Like formaldehyde smell?
Yeah, kind of like formaldehyde.
They're smuggling out
Okay.
this
I'm going to
substance.
It's
take
soylent green smell.
away.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's fetuses.
drop some in a vial and analyze it through my machine to see exactly what its components
It
are.
is phenylhydroxyl triple hide.
Ooh.
A made-up
what is
chemical. Don't worry about it.
Do we know it's made up? It's made up.
No. But it's real.
Right now,
it's real.
There
in
is a
this
spy
our
in the
mind.
Soviet Union who just heard you say
spell that for me?
and you're now on the list.
How do they know?
Through your phone.
PHT3 OH.
Cool.
That might actually
Be a
be
thing.
a thing. I don't know what T's are in chemicals.
They're
Titanium.
Titanium. There's titanium in it. Why not?
Sure.
It's okay. Whatever.
Titanium.
Yeah.
So the T could like stand for
So I
some
recognize this
large
compound.
Yes.
biological compound.
What is it?
It is a chemical used for gene therapy.
Sneaky.
Isn't that illegal?
Yes, I'm
is
going to
illegal.
dump out the can because I want to see what's in the goop. Is there anything in the goop? Or
So it is
just pure
completely
goop?
the goop. It
Okay.
looks as though the goop was being stored in the cans.
Hey, I'm not watching this. I don't know what you guys are doing with your
Wait,
science.
so we know what it is. What is
I
that
just shoot
chemical
people in
do?
the face.
Okay.
It is a
For?
chemical commonly used in gene therapy.
Okay. In gene therapy, can I see if there's any like
Gene
DNA strands in
therapy,
it,
like-
or
For treating genes and changing genome types.
Oh.
We're going to be a little bit more space opera about it.
But
Don't
it can
worry about
like
how it's used.
But it
It's
can
used
like
for it.
engineer.
It's not used specifically.
Children.
It is a byproduct of the processes that you know are for gene therapy.
Oh.
Right,
Okay, so
but
it's-
gene therapy, as in like I want my child to have blonde hair, or I want my child to be
have a
smart.
higher
I want my
number.
child to have a
High number.
Well,
high
Okay.
frequent number.
That is one of the uses. It's also used in
Feldman.
food gene therapy.
Oh,
as well.
so it would be legit for Food Fresh to like produce a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, but
it's
Sometimes you
not.
dump it off a
Blatantly
cliff.
mislabeled.
But not.
they need to get on their game.
What's a good
But
point?
not for disposing of it this way.
Yes.
Which means it's.
Huh.
Can I analyze it further to see if there's any human components in it rather than just.
Roll detective.
Vegetable?
Or
No,
roll.
I'll roll detective.
Well, she has to roll it because she would have the knowledge of it. Is there
Do you need dice?
roll medic?
Oh, I've got
Can
3 in
can I
medic.
tech nerd?
Yeah, I do need
to
dice.
Figure what this might be used as for part
Okay,
of their
but I've got 3 in
system.
medic. So I've got a 2, a 2, and a 3. And then
Okay,
a
so that is
3
not
medics.
enough to know exactly. You
just
see
If you
some.
goes back, you're
I
missing.
know.
Chemistry is just tiny
Here, you
little
can-
devices. Right?
What?
The atoms are just little
Hey!
beans.
You want me to roll again?
Oh no! I was just handing you those so you don't have to borrow from Dan every
Okay.
time. You cannot tell. You cannot tell if there is any human remains within these.
Okay.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
definitely
jeez.
human remains.
Human remains.
Keep in mind, Raymond is also your team taste tester. If you're ever unsure, you need something tasted.
He is a tough bastard.
Yes,
Don't
Raymond is
eat
willing to
this.
taste anything.
Food.
It's like every time we go to the commissary and you go, "Is this cheese spoiled?" Raymond goes over and says, "No, ma'am, the cheese is fine."
Raymond,
Okay.
is this people?
I'm going to leave the other two
I know what
cans
people
sealed and
taste
take them
like.
back with me
This
for
is definitely
evidence.
not
Hey,
people.
it wasn't
Maybe
easy
I can further
enough.
analyze them in a
We had
bigger
to do
lab.
terrible things.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
This is the worst people I've ever had.
It's the third.
And then,
Gah.
so if they're disposing
It's now
of
just
this
called now.
far,
Yeah, let's take it out.
2
Ooh.
mild successes. Or 1 mild.
There are a lot of cans down there.
Yes, there are a lot.
There are a lot of cans down there.
do we want to get more?
There are a lot of cans down there.
There could be a
lot.
monster hiding in those cans. They could be concealing anything. A secret entrance to their base.
So, I want to ask.
I'm gonna.
I would
Raymond,
like to ask-
we need more cans.
No problem, but I like to ask a series
You
of
got a
questions.
mild success, which means your glue needs to lead you in a
Guys, I just realized there are a lot of cans
lot
down
of
there.
cans down there. And
No kidding,
I reckon from the video,
Yeah. What video?
How many
From
trips would
Jenna.
it take for one person depositing a can each month to accumulate this many cans?
Well,
more
so
than Jenna was making this trip.
Okay,
Wait,
so
wait.
like, how many cans can you like?
They're
Carry in
they're
a duffel
bigger than
bag.
normal cans.
Okay, so you can't put that many in a duffel bag.
She probably got 3
Okay,
in the duffel bag.
Between Garret and
and she made 12 trips because she's doing them once a month.
For 1 year.
Yeah, and there are hundreds down there.
between Garret and Star,
Oh.
It is a lot of cans, is what I was trying
I did
to say.
not.
say.
I didn't even piece together that she was bringing them out here. I just thought she was coming out to like look at them.
between Garret and Star, who is the better
I'm not the
forensic?
greatest detective, despite
Star.
my high.
Star, are you the forensics person? Like,
Yes.
if you were
Yes.
trying to investigate a thing?
yeah.
All right. Can I presume that we are a well-oiled team and have been doing this work together for a long time?
Yeah, you've been doing
we
some
have.
work together.
All right. I grab Star and I jump down.
All right.
No, they're used to it. It's like a roller
I
coaster.
expect-
All right, Star, you are down there with the hundreds of cans.
Oh my gosh.
Look out! There's a
key here
monster under the
is-
cans.
The key here is for her to determine how old the oldest canisters are to see how long they've been being dumped here.
So statistical methods are what you want.
Okay, that's fair. That's
I'm
a good
covering
idea.
her.
Okay, are they
Okay.
dated? I'm
Uh,
assuming they're dated.
oh,
All
shit.
cans are dated.
Yeah,
that's a good point. There are dates on the cans.
But that might
Can we-
not, but that might not correlate to what.
All right. So
in the
test
can.
a few of them.
They're clearly not.
Test a few of
We're
them.
gonna
See if the
start
dates work out.
opening them and
Potatoes and
testing them.
onions.
All right, so first you're gonna test to see if the date of the expiration matches with the date of like kind of the age of the chemical.
Okay.
They do match. That was a large oversight by someone.
God damn it.
I mean, the labeling is just put on in the factory, right? Like,
Oh my god.
nobody thought
So
of
They
it.
were
Working on-
supposed to look like normal cans, and a normal can would have an expiration date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when does green goo expire?
Every great criminal enterprise was betrayed by one tiny oversight. It's like, we would have gotten away with it too. It wasn't for the expiration
how
date.
Wow.
If only we
old?
paid our taxes.
All right, so you spend some time shuffling through cans trying to find the oldest one, and the oldest one is from 5 years ago.
Okay.